Have you checked on your plants and found some white crystal powdery stuff on your leaves and don't know what it is? You probably have powdery mildew. Let me show you what it looks like. Okay, so here we have a full shelf and you can see there's nothing there. I'll explain a little bit later why I'm showing you all this. There's nothing there. Oh, there's a little bit right here. Let me get in there. Right there. You see it? One leaf. And if we look around, I'm not seeing any. Oh, here's some right there. And right here. I'll get you a refocus for you. That is powdery mildew. See, there's two plants there. And then if I go on the shelf below it, there's a little bit more. Let me get in here. See? On the older leaves, I can go through and show you some more. And this happens overnight. There's some on there. It's all powdery mildew. If I go beside, see, there's nothing there. Those are all, I'm checking to see. They're all good. Here's a flower, and this will happen often on flowers that are fading. You can see there's a little bit right there. The rest of it, nothing. Sometimes in the back. No, nothing on the back, just the front. Let me show you another flower. Here is another flower. See, this one is a little bit older. See? All the white stuff right there? Powdery mildew. See, in this section, there's a little bit. It's very, very random. There's some on this one. And there's some right here. Just a little tiny bit on this leaf. Little patch. Okay. So what are these little white things? Well, they are mushroom spores, microscopic mushroom spores called powdery mildew. The little spores, they live on your leaves and wherever they can land, they live on organic material. And when the perfect conditions arrive for them to sprout, they just sprout. And they sprout fast. The perfect conditions is when the temperatures are going up and down. There's some cool in there. Humidity percentages that are perfect. I don't have the exact numbers, but it's just something that will tell them, boom, it's time to grow, and that's what happens. So poor air circulation will be a big factor. That's why you'll notice that sometimes you have a big growing area and you have one hot spot where the mildew starts, and then you have the rest of the growing area, nothing is going on. It's because in that specific area, the air is not hitting as much, or there's something in the conditions that makes that area more prone to mildew. Over the years, I get this question a lot, of course, and my answer is always, I have methods to get rid of it, but I always tell people if you don't correct the condition, it will happen over and over again. What I mean by this is if you are growing the plants, example, in a closed room, a bedroom that is closed and there's no air circulation, every time that temperature goes to a point that it's perfect for the mushroom to grow and the humidity is good, you're going to have an outbreak every time. So we do need air circulation. In a home, we all know if you put a cardboard box in the basement beside the wall, there's no air circulation, fungus, mold will grow in the back. That's how it works. When there's no air, it becomes a human microclimate and stuff grows. Cardboard boxes is organic material. It comes from trees. It's a dead living material. So when you have organic stuff, mold will grow when there's no air circulation, and especially in the darkness. This is also why often the spores will germinate during the night. That's why you go to bed at night, they're beautiful, they look nice, and you get up in the morning and overnight they just sprouted. Why so fast? We all see it. We see it in our lawns in the fall time. Take a walk one day and the next day the lawn is covered in mushrooms, full grown mushrooms. That's how they grow very, very quickly. So now we know what they are and why they happen. How do we get rid of them? They're actually very, very easy to get rid of. There are many ways to get rid of powdery mildew. I'm going to offer 3 examples, but there's also milk, and I think it's baking soda, and there's all the chemicals. Please do not buy chemicals for powdery mildew. It is not necessary. I will talk about one chemical, but don't go into the hard chemicals. It is not necessary. This is not a virus. It's not something dangerous. It will eventually, if you don't take care of it, it will spread, and eventually it'll just suffocate the plants because it will pull nutrients from the plants. The plants will, at one point, will just give up and commit suicide. It'll just, I had it. So you do need to take care of it, but you don't have to go on the hard stuff. So the first method I will suggest is neem oil. Now please go watch the neem oil video that I just uploaded. I will put the link below because there are 2 types of neem oil. One is a fungicide and one is an insecticide. If you don't buy the right one and you want to treat your powdery mildew, it may not work. Please go see the video. I described them. I explain everything. So this is the one that you will want, the one I call the fake one. And this is the fungicide. You will want to do the mixture, what they say on the bottle, and spray. When I have a problem, I will spray in the beginning like every 3 days. And after that, I might monitor every 7 to 15 days, depending what happens. But in the beginning, I like to do it like every 3 days just to make sure if something else is happening that I catch that right at the beginning. And then the method number 2 is Lysol. This is what I always suggested to my people is to buy the old-fashioned plain Lysol. But apparently they don't make it anymore because now I have Spring Waterfall. I'm thinking it may be the same thing. I don't think they added anything special. There's scent in it, but this works really, really well. Now, how to use it is very simple. You do not spray clothes because when this stuff comes out of here, it's really, really cold. So what you want to do is spray over the plants like this, like your plant. Just spray a cloud of mist over the plants. And the Lysol will gently come down and cover the plants. This is an antibacterial and it kills on contact. This is good stuff. Now, if you can't find this, and you can't find this, because I know some of you live way out in the woods, because I send you orders. This is a great alternative too. Simply, everybody has this in the kitchen. It's cinnamon. Cinnamon has many antifungal properties, and we don't use this stuff enough. So what you want to do is, I've already mixed mine just to show you. You take a big spoon of, this is a small spoon, take a big spoon, dump it in the water, leave it for, if you can leave it overnight, do so, but you want to treat this stuff pretty fast because mildew will spread pretty fast. But you want to leave it overnight and it will become very disgusting. But it will separate because cinnamon and water don't mix. It's really weird. But it will make a big glob of something very disgusting in the bottom. But whatever you can get out of it is really good. Now you're going to, mine is cut in half, but you're going to use a coffee filter. And then once this is settled down a bit, just pour, I don't know how the expression, but filter, I guess, filter out the lumps and get the liquid that's remaining. You put the liquid in a bottle, add some warm water, and just go spraying your plants. Cinnamon will not harm African violets. It's really good. Some people actually put it directly on the plants. Don't do that. Because what you put directly on the plant will stay on the plant. What you spray will not show up. And I've used this a lot, and there's a big benefit of this method, and I'll come back in a future video about this. Is if anything is any thrips are on your leaves and receive cinnamon, they will die. That's an upcoming video. It's an important one. But before giving all those claims, I want to catch some thrips because I don't have any right now to work with. But in the springtime, I know where to find them outside in the dandelions. And I will show you that cinnamon kills thrips. So same method, you want to spray the plants. You don't want them, for any product, you don't need it to drip off or anything. I just gently mist everything, make sure everything gets covered, no leaking water. Just spray gently. And what can I say after that? Yeah, maybe this one maybe every, twice every 5 days, and see what happens. You'll notice if the powdery mildew all goes away, it's because what you're doing is right. And if it doesn't, we'll just repeat the process until you get it right. And get the fans going, get some air circulation. I don't know if you're in a warmer place, open the window, and if you can get some air circulation any way you can, that helps a lot. I think I've been through it. If you have any further questions, ask them below in the comments, and otherwise I will see you next time. Good luck with your mildew and have a wonderful day. Bye!